I took my mother to have surgery. My mother had to have a cataract removed from her eye. I went online and I found the information. My oldest daughter, Rachel, actually went online. She sent it to me and found out all the information about the doctor. This doctor is the head of eye surgery at Emory University. This guy's mega brilliant. People fly from Europe to come to Emory University for this guy to fix their eyes. I could tell from reading the website he was probably a real high C type personality. My mother has a lot of S in her, so I told my mother, I said, Mama, this doctor is probably not interested in getting to know you or me. He's there for one reason, to fix your eye. And so when we go, remember, Mama, look at me, we're not going to get a date, okay? We're going, I'm talking to my mother. Now here's the thing that's so powerful. I'm coaching my mother on what's going to happen with an individual I've never met. You see how personalities affect what you're going to do. So we got in the hospital, we got in the doctor's office connected to Emory Hospital. I was sitting in the chair. My mother's sitting over there. The nurse had gotten her all ready. There's this machine that the doctor looks into. We're sitting there. We waited in purgatory for about 30 minutes, you know. And the doctor walks in. He gives me a real warm, nice welcome. How you doing? We walked over. He sat down. He sat down on this stool, grabbed the back of my mother's neck, and he said, would you put your head up close here? And he's looking through here. He slides the chair over, makes a note, pulls us. He said, look up, look down. Makes another note. He said, one more time to the left, to the right. Makes another note, gets up, walks out, says, surgery, 9:30. And he's gone. Surgery, Thursday, 9:30. And he leaves. Well, my mother's like shell-shocked. And I said, Mama, remember what I said? He's here to fix your eye. Mama, if we could have brought your eyeball up here in a jar and left it on the counter, he would have been fine with that. Thursday came, we went and did the surgery. He did the surgery after it was over. I was in with my mother in recovery. The doctor came in, to his credit, he was a little more friendly, a little more bedside manner after it was over. He said, Mr. Rohm, he said, let me take the bandage off, and he took it off. He said, you might not be able to really see crystal clear until this afternoon. It takes a few hours. He took the bandage off, and he looked at it, and he said, he looked at my mother, and he said, well, how does it look? How do you see? My mother said, she's almost 80 years old. My mother said, I can see better than I've ever seen in my life. And he said, thank you very much. He walked out of the room, and I looked at my mother, and I said, that's what we came for. Now, if I did not understand personalities, here's what I'd be telling you today. My mother had one jackass of a doctor. I can't believe it. I mean, he was unkind, and he was cruel, and he was short. You see, you misunderstand the whole thing. Instead, I thank God for that man and his brilliant mind. His personality and what he was doing had very little to do with the profession in which he was trying to accomplish. And what you saw up here was when you're working with people, it coordinates real well. When you don't, all you do is create frustration, friction, and have a whole lot of heartache on your hands.